Welcome. In front of me I have the iPhone 17 and today I will show you how you can restore data from a backup. For this video I'll be using my computer, which I have done the backup to, but you can also back it up through iCloud if you kept your backups on the cloud. Also, I will be using PC specifically, but you can do this on a Mac as well. There's really no difference between these two. The only thing, on Windows we will need to download some additional programs, while on Mac you don't really need to download anything. Just open up your Finder. And you can also plug in our device. Now the phone that I have right here is not even set up yet, as you can see. So it's after a fresh reset. So here we can, actually before we get started with import, we'll first need to prep. So for Windows, we need to navigate to the most favorite place to download programs, which is Microsoft Store. Anyway, and here search for Apple devices, and you will find basically look for the poorest rated application, which is 2.4 star, or 2.4, sorry, that's iTunes. 2.1 stars, which is Apple devices, and we'll need this crap. Now, if you're wondering why we're not getting iTunes, is because iTunes has been phased out of existence, or out of updates more like, and substituted by Apple devices and Apple Music. They both serve the same purpose as previously, just a single program. They both are equally as shit as they used to be. Actually, based on reviews, Apple devices is now even shittier than iTunes. And some dude that smokes probably something very strong at Microsoft decided to give this the Microsoft Store Award 2024 for music category. My goodness, you need to be high, like really high to do this. This crap doesn't even support FLAC format, and you give it the music category award? Damn, rich. Anyway, going back to our Apple devices, once you download this crap, you can open it up right here. And in my case, I will just need to press that, this is a whatever, set up the device, and here we go. So we have now the device visible. Now in here, right specifically here, you will find the backup section. So we can then select restore backup, and we can pick from a drop down menu. So you can choose whichever backup you want, whichever one you have. These are from multiple different iPhones, from primarily today. So I'm gonna select this one, which is the one that I want, and we can select restore. Now Apple, and their infinite wisdom, or insanity, just forces you to delete the data so you can plop in the data onto the device. So instead of filling out the gaps of data that might be missing and saving you time, they decide, nah, screw that. We're just gonna delete everything and then just drop the thing that is just strictly this backup. So we're gonna select erase and restore. And comically enough, this backup isn't really a backup. Now, it backs up, I believe, things like photos and videos and so on, but the applications themselves aren't really backed up. So if an application gets removed from App Store, even though you technically have a backup of it, yeah, that means absolutely F all, because this application needs to be downloaded, and if Apple doesn't support it anymore, it ain't getting on your device anymore. So they're doing that to save space. So the way you restore applications is by removing them and then re-downloading them from App Store. It's just what the backup holds is an info on what application it needs to fetch. Great design. Anyway, now this will take several minutes, probably like 10 minutes to be more precise, as it is basically resetting the device right now for no reason. So bear with me while this is going through. It's gonna take, like I said, a while, and once it's finished, we will be presented with the setup screen. Now this will be regardless if your device was already set up and you're restoring it. You will always be taken to the setup screen once you restore the data. I honestly have no clue. So anyway, I'm gonna be back once this is finished. And there it is. So actually no, never mind, it's still restore in progress, so never mind, I spoke too soon. That would have been only 7 minutes. Now we are actually done. So there we go. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.